have no energy at the moment, so I'm on my second can of V. Hopefully we can get a good makeup tutorial out of this can. This video is not sponsored by V. Hey guys, it's Michaela. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a very long time. I apologize deeply, but today I am here bringing you a makeup tutorial, and this makeup tutorial is brought to you by Luxe Look Cosmetics. Basically, this is just a website from Perth. The owner, Kim, she has sent me a makeup palette from Morphe brushes, and it's the palette that I really wanted to try out. It just looks like this. When I can open it, it's gorgeous. Like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I definitely need it. I can definitely see myself doing a tutorial with these. These are all like my favorite kinds of colors. Even for like just day and night, I feel like there's something that you can really dress up or down. Anyway, so Luxe Look Cosmetics is a website. The actual website is www.luxelook.com.au, and they bring to you pretty much American brands but in Australia. So they get all of the expensive stuff, bring it here, and then sell it to us so we don't have to pay the shipping prices, because we all know how expensive it is to buy from America and then pay for shipping. It's always just, it's sometimes not even worth it. So they have done all the hard work for us and cut the cost majorly, and now we can just go to that website, buy from there, and it's already in Australia, so it doesn't take as long either. So it's really, really cool. She sent me the Morphe palette, but she also sent me some goodies in a box, which I was not expecting. I have 3 LA Girl lip liners that was sent to me also. There's like a brownie color, like a deep brown, which I'm using in the tutorial today. There's a deep red color, and there's also like a brownie reddy kind of color as well, which is really nice. I could see myself wearing that for sure. And she also surprised me with a pair of House of Lashes lashes. These are in Boudoir, I cannot say this word, but these are gorge, and I really love them, and I'm definitely using them today as well because they're definitely my style. So she sent me those, as well as 2 packets of little like lollies with Luxe Look written on the side of them, which is so, so cute. I was not expecting any of that. So Kim, thank you so much. It definitely brightened up my day as soon as I saw all of that. I was like, yay, it's like my birthday, but it's at the start of the year, not the end. But anyway, we're gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna do a full face for you. Most of the stuff you've probably already seen, but yeah, the eyes are definitely gonna be different, the lips are gonna be different, and the eyelashes are going to be these ones. So let's get started. We're also going to just excuse this big like mountain on my face. There's a few on my chin and one over here. Hormones did it to me. So I'm going to start off with moisturizing my face, priming my face, and this is just a Sorbolene moisturizer. I use this all the time. I do find that this can sometimes leave me a little bit oily towards the end of a night or towards the end of a day, but it really does hydrate my face, and lately I've been quite dry skinned, so I do like to just use this if I don't have another primer on me. I read somewhere that when a woman ages, you can tell her age by her neck. So ever since I read that, I moisturize the crap out of my neck every single time because I did not want to be aging there. Okay, so for foundation, I'm using my all-time favorite, my L'Oreal Infallible Matte 24 Hour 24 Golden Beige. That's just going to go all over my face, give me some color because it's so white up here right now. I don't have a mirror again, so I'm just using my NARS mirror because it's all I've got right now. Alright, so now that my head is matching my body, I'm going in with concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 10 Light. I always use this one. And I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes, my inner corner, and just a bit on my eyelid because I get a little bit like veiny there. It's really great. I hate it. And then now that I'm looking insanely stark under my eyes, I just want to blend between the concealer and the foundation just to make sure there's no lines. I hate lines. And now going in with my Australis Fresh and Flawless in Natural, I'm just going to apply that where I put my concealer, just to set it in place. Alright, so I'm going to stop there with the face. I'm going to go straight to my eyebrows because we're going to do contouring and highlighting after. That way, if there's any fallout, it's going to be a lot easier just to clean up. Whereas if I do it now and then I get fallout, it's going to mess my entire life up. So let's go with the brows. I'm just going to go in with my Zubia's dark brown brush on brow. It's just a really dark powder like this. I do put a darker powder on just because my roots are a little bit darker, so I can get away with it. I did find that when I went blonde, I hated having lighter brows. Like, my brows are my life, so I had to keep them dark somehow, and I managed to do that because my roots are dark. So that's where I'm compromising. So I'm just going to brush them. I was going to get them done today, but I forgot my loyalty card when I went there, so I didn't do it. Alright, I'm just taking an angled brush. I'm just going to outline the top and then bring that part down so I can do the bottom. Grab some more, fill it in. I've done my brows differently lately because I just found that it was getting a bit hard the way I was doing it before. And this is just working better for me currently. So after I've done the outline of the tip, I just fill in the tail and then the arch. Because this is the part that stumps me the most. Like, my arch is just not living. So I need to like create it. So then we're gonna just bring the top part on, create a line that's not there because we need to bring them further in, and then I turn the brush sideways and just like drag it towards the front to just fill in that gap. Because what we don't have there, we create. Shit sakes, that looks so ridiculous on camera. Like, the difference between a drawn on eyebrow and a not drawn on eyebrow, but if I didn't draw my eyebrows on, my makeup would just not look complete at all. So I'm just gonna brush that through again, just make sure there's no like little areas that are just lacking colour. We need to make sure it's even. I'm definitely having a Brad Bow day. Brad Bow day? I'm definitely having a bad brow day. But I mean, you try to do it in this mirror, it's fucking hard. Alright, so brows are done. Let's just accept the fact that it's a bad brow day, but we're not focusing on brows today, we're focusing on eyes. So let's get into that. I'm going to take my, as always, MAC Soft Brown, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lid and my upper crease, just to give me a transition colour. Always my starting point. I've never done an eyeshadow look without this transition colour. Really want to blend this colour out. It's really light, you can't even tell that it's there really, but it just gives your eyes more dimension. I find that on like a natural day, or if I'm not wearing any makeup, or just a little, like a natural amount of makeup, I always just put this in anyway. It just opens up your eyes a little bit more and just makes them look a little bit bigger. Alright, now to the palette. Now I actually haven't even looked in here and decided which colours I'm going to use yet. So I'm going to use the 3 colours at the top, gradually just getting darker from lighter, obviously. And I'm going to pop this one on the inner corner and then kind of blend that onto the lid as well. I'm looking ridiculous with no eyes and just eyebrows right now. So I'm going to get straight into that. But first, I actually do have like a little tip for you guys. There was this website or Instagram that I saw so many years ago, and they sold like these little containers with like some mesh stuff in it, and it's a brush cleaner, so you just brush your brushes in it and it takes away the stuff that's already on it, like the different colors that are already on it. But then I saw like a life hack, and you don't have to buy that because you can just use a hair donut, and I'm pretty sure most of us own these from when this was a thing. And I've got purple on this brush at the moment from an eye look that I did yesterday. So I'm just going to brush that on there, and I'm not sure if you can see like the powder coming off of it, but it just takes the color off of it. Any like loose powder is probably like the stain's going to be on your brush still, but that's standard. But it's going to take most of the color off of it for you, so that way you can just go in and use it as if it was just like a brand new brush again. And the good thing is you don't have to pay for that product that they're selling, because these are like, I don't know, you can get them from Reject Shop or Red Dot for like $2, and you've already got yourself a brush cleaner, pretty much. So like I said, like the purple's still going to be on there, it's going to be stained, but there's no actual purple on my hand at the moment because I've taken it all off and now it's in my donut. So I think that's a really cool life hack, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you girls will use it because it sucks having like 1 or 2 brushes that you use for every look, but then you go darker and darker and then you want to go lighter again and you can't because you don't have another brush. Well, now you can just use the one brush. So I'm just going to go in with this color straight away. That is the lighter color here. And I'm just gonna dunk my brush in. Tap off that excess because this is really powdery. Like, there's a lot on there. So I'm just going to apply that on my crease. I hate using all these turns, like I don't know the different turns. I'm just applying it on like the bone area, but like just under it too. And these don't seem super pigmented, but that's fine because I can just build that up. It's actually kind of good that it's not pigmented because then, you know, I can add as much color as I want to make it exactly how I would like it. And I'm also going to take that color and just put that over my lid as well. I'm not going to bring it all the way to my inner corner because I am going to use that other lighter color in there, but just on like 3/4 of it, I'm going to put that color. There is so much fallout already, so that is why we do our face last. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with the next color, and this one I'm going to put just underneath the bone. Like, I'm not going to bring this one as high as I brought the other one. So I'm just going to like slot him right under my brow bone there and just blend that. I'm bringing this about 3/4 in as well. And then I'm going to do about probably half my lid with this color as well. Just because you do want to bring it on the lid so it all just blends together. Because then that last color is just going to deepen that even more. Just going to wipe that excess off. Don't worry too much if it makes too much of a mess because you can just take that off after I finish the eyes and then go back over with the Australis Fresh and Flawless just to fix it up because I know it does get a bit messy. So as I'm getting darker in the shades, they actually are becoming a little bit more pigmented, which is really cool. I'm usually a matte girl, but these are all shimmers, and I didn't know that when I got the palette, well, until I had got the palette, and I'm not actually complaining a bit at all because it's really looking pretty on it, and they blend really nicely, like, and they have a nice little like sheen to them. And then I'm just going to take a clean brush and just run over the entire lid just to blend that all together and take off any excess that's just chilling there that shouldn't be there. This will just blend the colours together as well, so it kind of makes it look a little bit nicer. And then I'm going to just be taking that darker colour here on a smaller tapered brush so I can really get right in the crease and on my outer lid part. Alright, so now the darker colours are, I'm just going back in with that clean brush and I'm just going to blend it all together, make it quite seamless. And then we're just going in with this lighter colour here. It's like a real nice, like, kind of like a champagne-y kind of colour. On a smudge brush, that is. And I'm going to be popping that on the little last corner of the eye and just tapping it out so it kind of blends. But don't worry too much because we are going to go back in with that clean brush and just blend that together too. This one's bringing like a really nice like sheen. It's quite shimmery, but it's quite light too, so it's going to open up the inner corners of my eyes, which will once again make it look a little bit bigger. And then we're going to just take that clean brush and clean it up, blend it through, so it all just looks one now. Like, there's no block colours. It's all just together, gradually fades out into each other, and that is what we want. Alright, now before I do my under eyes, what I'm going to do is just going to clean up that fallout part. I've already brushed it off so it's not there, but I am going to go back in with the Fresh and Flawless powder, and I'm just going to run some of that over the area where the fallout was, and I'm also just going to clean up that bit, the edge here, because it does get a bit messy at times. And then I'm just going to take a eyeliner. This is just a designer brand one, and I'm going to run that along my waterline. I'm not going to do that on camera because I hate that look. And then I'm just going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to start smudging the bottom line. I'm just going to start with this colour, and then I'm going to bring a bit of this colour into it. Alright, so that's the eyes so far. I'm just going to chuck some mascara on. I am using the They're Real by Benefit mascara. Just going to do one coat on the top and one on the bottom, and then we're going to go in with lashes. Alright, so now that the eyes are done, we're going to go in with our House of Lashes. I'm really excited to use these because I haven't used them before and I've only had good things. So I'm going to go ahead and cut them down to the right size. Alright, now the only problem I've just found with these lashes are they have a black band. I'm used to using lashes that have a thin band because I feel like that's a thing that most lash companies are picking up on because it just makes it easier to apply. It's not as thick, but these are quite thick lashes at the base, so maybe that is why they have to have the black band. But for someone like me who doesn't line their top, like their line on the top, I struggle with that because then I have to do that. And I suck at lining my top line, hence I never do winged eyeliner. So I've gone ahead, chucked on a real crappy looking black line that you won't be able to see, but it's just for the purpose of not having a gap between my actual like eye line and the lashes. So chuck some glue on here. We're going to go ahead and try to stick them down. They do seem to be quite heavy and quite not flexible. So I think I'm going to have a bit of trouble with these, but let's just hope not. Okay, first lash is on, and I am not going to lie, that was the worst time of my life. I can still see the difference between the band and my actual lashes, which is really annoying me because I hate that. The band is so thick that when you put it on the inner corner, the outer corner lifts, and then you put it on the outer corner, the inner corner lifts. And that I knew would be a problem, and that is a problem with most of these really big, thick lashes, but got it stuck down. I think the key is to just make sure that the glue is nice and tacky before you put it on because it will slide like a bitch otherwise. The worst thing about having two eyes is that you've got to go through the struggle 2 times. So we're going to go ahead and try the second lash. So I've got a lot of glue on this one. I'm going to let it dry a bit because I would like for it to go down the first time, not the 10th. Annie, you little bitch, I have a rule on my Snapchat. If you screenshot my shit, I will block you. I will block you, bitch. Oh my god, okay. 2 lashes are on, and I have to say that this one, my left one, went on so much easier than my right. I do think that leaving the glue longer did help. And I have to say these lashes are to die for. Like this style of them, I love how thick they are at the bottom and then they just come out and they're just so wispy and so nice. Like they're like the ones that I normally use, except they're a little bit thicker. So yeah, I am totally happy with this look. I'm so happy with the lashes. I think they just really do complement the eye look as well. I think they're just perfect for it. So I'm stoked with this entire eye look right now. So let's get on to the rest of our face. We're going to contour, we're going to blush, and we're going to highlight. So just taking my Hoola by Benefit and a contour brush, I'm going to pretty heavily contour my cheeks. I'm just going to go ahead and do my forehead. Contouring my jawline is something that I really hate doing. Like, I just don't like the way you have to do it. I just don't like the feeling of it. I don't like the thought of it, but I love the look of it. And in photos, it makes so much difference, so I just get over my little problems and I contour the shit out of it. Before I go ahead and do my nose, I'm just going to clean up my cheek contour. So I just pick up my Australis Fresh and Flawless again on the same concealer setting brush and basically just run it underneath my contour so there's more of a sharp line. And now I am chiseled. Then I've just got a little like Zubia's brush and I'm going to grab some powder on that. And I'm going to contour my nose. I start at the tip so I can work out how wide I want my nose to be. I said that's so bogan, it is not funny. And then I run it up and then I just blend it down the sides of my nose and blend it on the top too so it doesn't have a harsh line. And I'm just going to grab my blush, which I couldn't find because it was in my hand the whole time. And we're going to just chuck that on top of our cheekbones. And I like to blend that into my contour just a little bit so there's no like bloody ice cream looking chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. We're gonna make it all one. So grab a bit of that, start at the apples and bring it back. And last but not least, for the face, we are highlighting. This would be one of my favorite parts of it. Using the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood, of course, on my highlighting brush, and I'm just going to highlight the highest points of my cheeks. Just blend that into my blush a little bit. And just a little bit, you know, to the tip of my eyebrow, I like to bring that too. I cannot get enough of this highlight. And last but not least, for this look, we're going to go in with our lips, and I'm going to be using the LA Girl lip liner in the color Nutmeg. I like that name actually. And this is the one that I also got in that box. Thank you so much, Kim. And we're just going to line our lips, fill our lips in, and then I'm going to go over the top with my Rimmel London 720 Notting Hill, just to give it a little bit more of a softer, nudie look. This pencil is so sharp, you could stab a bitch with it. So this is the color by itself. I feel like it's a gorgeous color. I think the name definitely is perfect for it. Nutmeg, it's exactly the color. But I do feel like it's a little bit too overpowering for the eyes, so that's why I'm going to go in with my Rimmel London 720 Notting Hill, which is just like a really nice nude color. I think that lip color with the lip liner is a perfect match. I love how it's like a little bit of a sheen in it, so it's kind of a little bit highlighted, but it brings a little bit more attention to it too, and it's just softened it down so nicely that I just really love that combo together. So this is the overall look. I hope you guys do like it. It is the first time I've tried out the lashes, the palette, and the lip liner, and I've got to say that I'm loving this look. It was extremely hard to do in just a tiny little mirror. I like challenge you to try to do that. But we did it, and I'm in love with it. So I hope you guys like it too. I really would recommend going onto this website. I'm not paid for any of this at all. Simply just got to try out the products, and I'm giving you my honest opinion that I really do love them, and I'm a massive fan of Morphe. You guys know that already, so I'm not talking shit one bit. But yeah, that's the look. I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope you liked the look. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up. If you liked the tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, because I haven't done one in a long time, and I would love to know that you guys still actually like my makeup tutorials. I've always been stuck on, should I do shorter videos, should I do longer videos? I asked you guys on Snapchat and you said to do longer videos, so that's why I did like an overall face video for you today, and I actually really did enjoy sitting down, talking to you guys, and just doing it. So that's it. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Please remember to follow me on my Snapchat, my Instagram, and my Facebook, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are over 600 subscribers now. I'm a happy Michaela. So I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye.